Now we have to design a song card component. So if you see on the Figma, we have to design this song card. Here we are having the song image, and after that the song title and the artist name. Alright, so for this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one component that is called song card, and inside that component we are going to have a one image, title and the artist name. So let's go on the code, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to collapse all the things and I'm going to close all the file. Alright, now inside the source directory, inside the components, I'm going to create another component that is called song card.jsx. Alright, now after that I'm going to type RNFES, React Native Functional Default Export Style Sheet component. Okay, and we are exporting as well. Now let's go to the screen. Inside the screen we are having a home screen. Okay, inside the home screen we are going to render this component, song card component, like this. Alright, now we have also imported this song card component as well. Now let's go to the song card component, and first of all what we gonna do, if you see that we want a song image. Alright, now let's add a one image. So we went to this website NCS Music. Now I'm gonna click on this image, this song. Once I click on this song, I can see this song details. Alright, now let's go back again, and I think if I click on here, okay, basically I want this image. To get this image, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna click on view background image. So before that I'm using one extension that is called view background image extension. So you guys can also install this extension, view background image extension. Okay, so with the help of this extension you can download it, and with the help of this extension, if the image in background, so you can get the link of that image as well. So you have to just click on view background image and it will give you the link. Alright, now I'm gonna copy this link. Okay, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just create one URL, like image URL is equal to like this. Okay, and we're gonna have a one image component. So I'm gonna import the image from the React Native. Okay, and after that I'm gonna define the source, and the source will be URI. Okay, like this, source URI, and we have to keep the path of the image like image URL. Alright, now after that we're gonna have a style, and we're gonna name it style dot cover image. Okay, now let's style this as well. So we're gonna define them height and width. So let's suppose I'm gonna give the width as a 275. Now let's see, we are not able to see on the anything on the UI. Why? So because it could be, let's go to the home screen. So we are having a song card component. Okay, now if I give some height as well, so let's try with the giving some height, will be like 100 for now. Okay, now we can see that song card. Alright, so if I make this container, now let's make one container here, style, and styles dot container. Alright, now inside the container, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna write one container like this, and here I'm gonna define the height and the width of the container. Okay, the height of this container will be almost 300 could be. Now if you see on the Figma, what could be height of this container, so let's see on the Figma. So if you can see this, the container height is almost 242. Okay, 242, so we can have a almost of 250 height. Now if I remove this height, and let's see what is gonna happen, we can't see anything on the UI. That's weird. Okay, so we have also defined the height of this image as well. Okay, so we have to select the image, and we can see that the height of the image is 190 and the width is 190 as well. So I'm gonna make it 275 width, and the height will be almost 200. Now let's see how it's looking, and after that we can do much more stuff. So I'm gonna make it again 275 height and width, and it's looking pretty well. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make it 250 instead of 275. Yeah, I think it's looking well. And after that I'm gonna add some border radius of 10 as well. Okay, to have some border radius. Alright, you can see that we have added the border radius. Now after this we have the song title. So let's add a song title. So for that, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have one text like this. okay, and we're gonna have the song name, like it could be a monster go home. All right, and we're gonna have another text that is for the artist name. So the artist name will be Alan Walker for now, okay, and we're gonna have styles as well. So I'm gonna write style is equal to styles dot title. All right, and I'm gonna copy this title, and here what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna write the title like this, okay. So what the color gonna be? The color will be colors dot text primary. All right, now you can see that we can see the monster go home text. After that we're gonna add some font size as well, and the font in a font family. The font family is Royal Medium, you can see that. So let's add a font family as well. So font family will be font families dot medium. All right, like this, and now we can see that font family as well. And here what I'm going to do, I'm going to write text align as a center, okay. Now if I write the text align center, you can see that it went to the center of this 100% height and width. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write width gonna be almost 270, okay. Now you can see that, awesome. Now after that, once we define the text align center, we're gonna have a font size property as well. So I'm gonna import the font size as well, and the font size will be, I think, large. Looks well, yeah, the large is looking well, quite bit well. After that we're gonna have another text that is called, before that let's see. So we can see that we have added this title, and we need some padding as well. So let's add the padding as well. So padding vertical will be spacing dot small, I think small looks well, yeah. After this we have to design the style, the author as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add style is equal to styles dot author styles dot author. All right, now not author, it should be artist, my bad. So now let's add one again, all this stuff. So the color will be what, if you see on the Figma, the color is secondary. All right, so first of all what I'm going to do, colors dot text secondary, okay, my bad, colors dot text secondary, like this. All right, now you can see that Alan Walker text as well. Now again we're gonna make this text align will be center, okay. Now after that we're gonna have a font size as well. The font size the font size dot small font size, it should be a small font size. And after that what I'm gonna do, guys, if you see on the Figma, we have to add the font family as well. So if you see the font family, it's a regular font family, okay. So let's add a font family. The font family will be font families dot regular. Now let's add the regular font family. All right, so we have designed this, this song card component. Now if you see that our artist text is quite bit smaller, so what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna, instead of using the small, I'm gonna use a font size called medium by typing the medium. All right, now I think it's looking well, quite bit awesome, okay. So after this we can use it multiple times, whatever place we want, okay. Currently it's in a column direction, we're gonna use the flat list in a horizontal direction, so we'll figure it out as well. Now there's one more thing which I just want to add, guys, that is called basically what, okay. Now if you see that what we had done thoroughly, first of all we went to this website ncs.io, and we had imported this, use this image, or you can search any image, whatever image you want for this app, okay. Now after that I created one variable that is called const image URL, and here I added the image URL. After that I created one component song card. Inside that we are having a container, styles.container, and here we are having image, text, and another text. All right, now instead of having a view, we're gonna have a touchable opacity. because we are going to use, we are going to click on the song as well, so that's why we are making it touchable opacity. All right, now as you can see that it's become touchable opacity. Okay, and now let's go to the home screen component, and after that we had given the container height and the width, whatever the height and width we want, and we define the width as a 250%. Okay, and the height is 250 as well, and the border radius of 10. Okay, so we can give if you want we can give just 250 as well if you want, that's up to you guys. And after that we had defined the title color, the colors dot text primary, font family is medium font family, text line center, and the font size is a font size large, and padding horizontal were also given, and the text secondary as well. All right, now after this let's go to the home screen component. If you see on the Figma, we are having the song like this in this direction, in a horizontal direction. So how we can make it, let me show you guys quickly. To make the song card component like this, we're gonna use the flat list. So we're gonna use flat list like this. The flat list took multiple props, like the first props will be data, so we're gonna pass the data, so it could be 1 2 3 comma 4, like we're gonna render the data 5 times. All right, now after that the second props which takes, that is called render item. Here we have to pass the component, so I'm gonna pass the song card component. All right, now after that we gonna define the direction. So what I'm gonna write horizontal as a true. Okay, now once you type the horizontal as true, you can see that the item went to the horizontal direction, and we can comment this song as well. Okay, now you can see that it's almost scrollable to the right direction. Okay, now we can give some item gap as well. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add one component that is called item separate component, and here what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add a view, and we're gonna style this view as well. So whatever the margin horizontal you want, margin horizontal of 20. Okay, so whatever space you want between the items, you can define just by giving the margin, just by having one property that is called item separator component. And if you see on the Figma, what is mostly the separator width, that is called almost 20. Okay, so we can decrease if you want, like we can give 15 as well. I think 10 will looks much more better. Yeah, I think 10 will looks better. Now if you see on the Figma, it started from some spacing. Okay, so first of all we're gonna use this spacing instead of like this, spacing dot large. Okay, now not large, it should be a small. Okay, now after this we're gonna give some padding as well. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna write container container style is equal to padding horizontal will be, my bad, padding horizontal will be spacing dot large. All right, now let's see, you can see that we had given some spacing as well. All right, now after this you can see that our recommended for you text as well on the top. Okay, now if we make it again this flat list, so you can see that we are having this flat list again here on the bottom in the footer. But if you see on the Figma, we are having a category name, along with that we are having a song card. Okay, so it means that this this category name will be associated with this flat list item. So how we can do it, so first of all let me remove this this new code, this new flat list. So let me explain you before that what we had done. We had created one component that is called song card component, which you can see it quickly, and we can have a this is the style which we had applied. All right, now we went to the home screen. We are using a flat list to render the data, to render the component to the multiple times. So in the data we had just passing a static value for now like 1 2 3 4 5. Inside that we are rendering a song card component. Okay, and we have defined the direction as a horizontal and true, and to give some space between this item, so we had using the item separator component, and here we defined the spacing margin horizontal will be spacing dot smaller size. After that, to give this to give this space in a horizontal direction in our horizontal scroll view, we had using content style, and here we define padding horizontal will be spacing dot large. All right, now if you see this recommended for you text has not padding, this padding. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add one thing that is called list header component. Inside the list header component, what I'm going to do, I'm going to render this component like this. Okay, so to render this component, what we are supposed to do, guys, if I make it like this, you can't see, like, you know, it's looking too weird, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna remove this here from here, and we're gonna do the undo as okay, like this, whatever it was. And after that, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to the heading text, and I'm gonna give some padding horizontal, spacing padding horizontal, and the value will be spacing dot large. Now let's see. All right, now we can see the recommended for you text as well. Awesome. Now after that, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create one component for this. Okay, and the component name will be called, like, you know, song card with the title, with the category. All right, so first of all, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create another component. So let's create another component, song card with category, with category. All right, or flat list with category, flat list. Okay, I'm gonna name it, like, you know, song card with category, like this, category dot jsx. Okay, and after that, I'm gonna write rnfes component, that is stand for React Native Functional Export Default Component. All right, so you can see that we had created one component that is called song card with category. Okay, now let's go to the home screen. As you can see that we are having a flat list, and also we are having this recommended for you text as well. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut this whole code. Okay, so let's cut this code, and inside this component I'm gonna dump it all here. So let's paste this code all right, now after this, we're gonna import this flat list from the React Native. Okay, and we're gonna import the spacing, like, you know, all this stuff as well, spacing from this constant. Okay, and we also gonna import the song card component as well. All right, now you can see that we are not able to see anything on the UI. Okay, to see on the UI, what we gonna do, I'm gonna go back to the home screen component, and here I'm gonna write song card with category. Now if you see on the Figma, we can see that song card with category, but we are not able to see this, you know, this header. Why? So let's go to the here we can't see the heading text because we are not applying any styling to the heading text. To apply the heading text styling, we have to copy this styling from here. So let's cut this styling from here. Okay, and let's go to the song card. Okay, and after that, I'm gonna use it like this, and we have to import the necessary requirement or necessary files. So I'm gonna import the font size from the fonts from the constant, and again I'm gonna import the colors from the constant as well, and the font family as well. Okay, now if you see on the Figma, on the app, we are able to create this recommended for you text as well. Now if you go back to the home screen, and if you just repeat it multiple times, you can see that we are able to see this component in a multiple times. But if you scroll down, we are not able to scroll it. Okay, so we're gonna also learn that how to make this scrollable as well. But we can see that we are getting this awesome looking UI. All right, but there's one more thing which we can't see, the song title name. Okay, and one more thing that is called the song title name and the artist name. So how we can visible that as well, so we're gonna see that as well. So first let me undo this, all the code whatever we had written at. Okay, go to the song card component. Okay, and we are not able to see the song, you know, this font size. Why? So let me debug it as well. So before that, what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna go to the home screen. Inside that home screen, we are having a song card with category. Okay, and inside that we are having a view. Okay, and I'm gonna write view, view gonna be style is equal to styles dot container. Okay, and I'm gonna copy this container, and here what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add one style property that is called flex as a 1. Okay, now after this, if you can see that we are able to see this text as well. Okay, so this is the we are not able to see this text because we had not defined a container and we had not defined the flex as a one. So now let me summarize what we had done quickly. So first of all, we went to the home screen component. Okay, inside this we had created one component. Okay, and after that we had created one other component that is called song card with category. As you can see that we are having a category name that is called recommended for you. Now if you click on this song card with category, here we see. All right, now inside this component what we are having a container, and the container has flex as a one property, and make sure to use this property flex as a one. Now inside this container we are having a heading text. The heading text could be like recommended for you text. Okay, and after that we are having a flat list. Inside the flat list we are passing the statically 5 items, 1 2 3 4 5, and inside the render item function we are rendering our song card component which we had created right now. After that we had defined the direction as a horizontal as a true. Okay, and item separator component we had defined to how much distance or how many space you want between this item. So I'd define the item margin horizontal spacing dot small size. Okay, now after that we had also defined this padding content container style, and the padding horizontal is spacing dot large. It means that here we had defined this space as well. All right, now after that if you see further, we make sure to contain inside the container, make sure to add a flex as a one, and here we are having a heading text as well. Okay, now if you go to the song card component, this is how we created the song card component, where there we are having an image URL, and inside the song card component we are having a touchable opacity. After that we are having an image, and we are having a title and the artist. The container is like 250, and the cover image height and width is also 250, and we have defined the border radius of 10. After that we are having a title. The first the title is like the color is text primary, font family is medium, text line center, and font size is large, and padding horizontal will be spacing dot small. Same for the artist we had defined as well. All right, now if we go back to the home screen, now what we gonna do, we gonna create this like this kind of UI. Like we gonna have a recommended for you my playlist. Okay, so we can make this like this as well. Like if you just loop it multiple times, so we can see this category with multiple times, but it's not visible perfectly on the UI. All right, so how we can tackle this as well? So let's do this with the flat list. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create another flat list here. Okay, and inside the data props what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pass one data. So it could be 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, we had created one object that is called data, and here we are passing here inside the array we are having a 5 elements. After that we're gonna have another props that is called render item. Inside this render item we are rendering this song card with category. Okay, now you can see that we can see this 5 times item as well, song card with category. Okay, and we can get rid of this like this. All right, now you can see that, and this is how we had created this UI as well. Now if we make it more, so it becomes 6 7. Now if we scroll down further we can see a multiple items, so we can see the 7 item as well. So this view is like scrollable to the horizontally as well as vertically as well. Now if you scroll down, if you see that if you scroll down we can't see much more. So what we gonna do, I'm gonna add some bottom padding as well. So here what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna write one property that is called container style content. Okay, let's style the content container style. Okay, so here what I'm gonna write, content container style will be padding bottom will be almost 500. Okay, so if we scroll down now further, so as you can see that we are able to scroll to the more than 500 in from the bottom. So I'm gonna make it 200 instead of 500. Okay, I think let's make it 400. Okay, user will be scrollable to the this height. Okay, so this is how we had created this home screen, which is looking awesome. All right, we'll see also how to make it dynamically as well in a future in further videos. Now let me summarize this again because it's quite bit complex stuff. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna go to the app.jsx. Inside the app.jsx, we are having a we are running a home screen components. Now let's go to the home screen. Here what we are having a header component. As you can see that on the header we are having this search icon, sorry, the menu icon and the search icon. After that we are having a flat list. Okay, inside this flat list we are having multiple props. The first props is like data. Inside the data we are passing a array with the 7 element. After that we are having another props that is called render item. All right, the render item will just loop the item 7 times, like whatever the element size it will loop that element. So we are looping the this song card with category component. Now let's go to the song card with category. Inside this component we are having the first of all the category name. The category name is like recommended for you. After that we are having a flat list, and again flat list, and this flat list has direction of horizontally. Okay, and the data is like 1 2 3 4 5, and here we are rendering the song card component in a horizontally direction. All right, now after that we are having define another component that is called item separator component props, and which is just having a margin horizontal of small, so it's having some space between these both items. After that we define a content container style as a padding horizontal spacing dot large. So you can see that there is some space between this here the first item that is possible with this padding horizontal property. Now after that we had created a song card component. Okay, inside the song card component where we are having a touchable opacity, and we have defined the container as a height and width like this. Height is 250, width is 250. After that we are having a cover image. Inside the cover image we have defined the width and the height and the border radius. After that we are having a title. The title color we have defined colors.text primary, and again we can't see this the title. We will also figure it out right now. So we can't see the colors.text prime sorry. Now let's go to the app.jsx. Let's go to the home screen. Now we can see that the song card with category. Okay, now we can see that we are having a container as well. Okay, now why it's not visible to us this category? Okay, so now let's go to the song card with category, again the song card. Okay, and I'm gonna make the height will become 300 instead of having a 250. Now let me reload the app after giving the height. Now we can see that we are able to see this container. Now instead of having a 300 I'm gonna make it 350 almost, and let's see again by reloading the height and the width. Now you can see that we can see this perfectly looking awesome. All right, so I'm gonna make the height of this container as a 350, and now it's visible perfectly. You can decrease the height if you want, like you can make it 330 if you want. So you can do practice, or can try with the height and the width. All right, so first of all we go to the home screen. We had defined one flat list. Why I'm repeating this multiple times? Because this is one of the most crucial stuff in our application. So first of all we are having a header component. After that we are having a flat list with column in a column direction, like vertically direction, and here we are having rendering of one component that is called song card with category. Okay, inside the song card with category we had defined the direction as a horizontally true. Okay, and the first text which we are having that is called recommended for you text. After that we are having a flat list. Inside the flat list we had passed the data 1 2 3 4 5, and here we are having a render item props, and we are just rendering the song card. Okay, and we have also defined the horizontal is a true direction. Okay, and we are having item separator component, and we have defined the margin horizontal of small. After that in the content container style we are also defined the padding horizontal as well. Okay, now after that we had also created a song card component, and in the container we had defined the container height as a 330 and width as a 250, and we had defined the cover image of 250 and the height is 250 as well. After that we had defined the border radius and the color of this title and the artist. All right, so this is this home screen. This is how we had designed the home screen in our React Native. Okay, this is looking good. All right, now